everyone. My name is Ratchanon Ketakul. I am from Rachamankala University of Technology, Sriwijaya, Thailand. Today I will present our research titled Temporal Analysis of Environmental Sensor Data for Agricultural Applications. This is outline. First, I will introduce the background and tools we use. Then I will explain the methodology. After that, I will show the experimental setup and results. Finally, I will conclude with our findings and future plans. In smart farming, use IoT and AI to help farmers. IoT device collect data from the farm. AI helps the process this data together. They make farming more efficient. For example, farmers can use less water or give water at the right time. And this technology helps reduce waste. It saves water, time, and cost. If the system knows the soil is already wet, it will not watering again. This is smarter and better for the environment. In smart farm, we use wireless sensor networks. These sensors collect data like temperature and humidity. The sensor sends the data to the system in real time. This helps to check the environment quickly and respond if something is wrong. The sensors are small but very important. They work all day and send data every minute. Farmer can check the data on a computer or phone. We focus on temporal analysis. That means we look at how environment changes over time. We want to understand how temperature, humidity, and soil moisture change during the day. We also want to see how plants react to watering. To do this, we divide the data into time segments. Each segment is one part of the day. For example, morning, afternoon, or after watering. Then we study each part to see if something changed. This helps us find pattern more clearly. We use basic statistical tools. These include metric, average, and standard deviation. A metric helps us organize the data. The average shows the general trend, and we use this help to us check the health of the farm. If something is wrong, we can know early. Standard deviation tells us how much the data changed. Our research focuses on using correlation. We want to find the relationship between temperature, humidity, and soil moisture. This can help control irrigation automatically and understand the environment better. We use metrics to organize the data from sensor. We have three metrics: soil moisture, temperature, and humidity. Each metric stores the value for many sensors over time. This helps us to compare the data easily. After we organize the data into metrics, we calculate the average and standard deviation. Standard deviation show how much the data change. If the value is high, it means the environment is not stable. We use it to detect unusual change. This picture shows four phase T1 to T4. Each phase match real event like turning on the AC or watering. We use this phase to check how the environment change. This helps us understand what happened after each action. This is our test bed setup. We use ESP32, DHT11, and soil moisture sensor. The sensors are placed at different positions and layers. Each sensor works in a different part of experiment, like before watering or after turning on AC. This figure shows five test units: TS, TA, TB, TC, and TE. Each unit has an ESP32, one soil moisture sensor, and one DHT11 sensor. Some sensors are placed in the soil and some are above it. We use different setup to compare conditions like soil type and watering time. A confidence band shows the upper and lower limit of data. If data is inside the band, it is normal. If data is outside, it means something had changed, like watering or AC. This helps us detect when something important happens. This graph shows trends from T1 to T4. We use confidence band to see the change clearly. Moisture increases after watering. Temperature goes down when the AC is on. Humidity also changes during each phase. This figure shows soil moisture. We see the moisture slow drop before watering. After watering, the value rises again. This shows how the soil reacts to water. This figure shows temperature data. When the AC is turned on, the temperature drops. When the AC is turned off, the temperature rises again. This helps us understand how cooling affects the environment. This figure shows humidity. After watering, humidity increases. Later, when the environment dry, it goes down again. This shows the air response to watering. This graph shows the correlation between variables. We also use regression to predict soil moisture from temperature and humidity. For example, if we see high temperature and low moisture many times, we can say they are related. Then we can make a rule like if temperature is high, we need to add water. In conclusion, we use time segment analysis to study environmental sensor data. We use confidence band to find change and unusual event. The results show strong relationship between temperature, humidity, and soil moisture. In the future, we will use AI and machine learning to make the system automatic. We also plan to test it on real farm with different soil and weather, and we also plan to improve the system with solar power. This will make the system work anywhere when in rural farm. We want to help farmers who have less technology. Thank you.